As for the leaks, they may be fakes, maybe you are really listening in fact, it is a criminal penalty. We can't really listen in. Some people say, as we are doing, they are just joking. They say they are peeking at it, and they are actually listening. Even if they are doing their own business in the first place, they have to be able to peek. Let me explain what I mean. I don't know the essence of all this gossip. You know, we stand up here in the morning, and in the evening, after all these events, I come to you. It seems to me that the problem, in a big picture, isn't in us. The problem is in how people's opinions are being fought in the collective West and in the United States. What is going on and what needs to be done to stop the war and stop combat? We were meeting with Mr. Witkoff in front of Anchorage, and then I visited Alaska, and there were certain discussions. In general, I would like to emphasize, in general, at least I had the opinion in any case, we were aware of where we were and what we should have done to stop these hostilities. Later on we left Turkey, because when my colleague, President Trump, and I agreed to go back to our capital to think about and discuss matters with their apparatus, the ministry, their agencies and allies. After that we agreed to move on. What is to be achieved? Lavrov and Rubio met on the grounds in New York and the General Assembly met. But there was no conflict between Russia and the United States on this issue. That is, we stayed on the Anchorage platform. And the United States suddenly announces the introduction of a ban on our 2 oil companies. What does this have to do with? I can tell you frankly that I don't quite understand what is going on here. Therefore, detaining Mr. Witkoff for paying dearly to his Russian colleagues is useless. I don't know what the signs are. We talked, we met in Alaska, and then boom, with a full health we've reached new sanctions which destroy our relations, without a doubt. And, actually, for us it's not clear what that sign is. This is one reason. But it would be astonishing to see him saying some bad things about us in conversations with Ushakov, such as saying an unkind thing about us, and then visiting us and trying to establish relations with us in order to improve his negotiating position. That's nonsense. It is total nonsense. I am not saying that Mr. Witkoff is, in fact, a self-employed person. He should create some conditions for interpersonal communication. Finally, the most important thing. I have known Mr. Witkoff for several months, and his friendship with President Trump. He is an American citizen. He is defending the position of his president and country. Yes, our dialogue is not so simple, it is not a big deal, and we don't have any rants or skepticism about each other, as intelligent people, but we are defending our positions. And Mr. Witkoff is defending his position from the United States. We are defending the interests of the United States as he sees it, and as those people who delegated him in order to negotiate with Russia see it. These people are not only President Trump. It seems to me that these are people from the military environment, diplomatic facilities, and ambassadorial bodies in the United States in the broad sense of the word.
Currently, Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov is not with you on this trip.
Do you miss him?
A little. Although he is not on vacation. He hasn't been attending your international visits for 2 weeks. The media claims he's fallen out of favor supposedly due to an unsuccessful conversation with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. What do you say?
That's nonsense. He hasn't fallen out of favor. He has his own work schedule. He reported to me what he's working on, and when he's doing it. He's preparing for a meeting with American partners.